Welcome, Gemini, to your uplifting messages. So, before we even get into the cards that have been laid out, let's take a look at a preview at your past, present, and future. Okay, so in the past, you were hardworking, efficient, responsible, okay, which is represented by the Knight of Pentacles. And it's an energy that is slow, but that keeps on moving, that keeps putting one foot after the other. I feel like you had a goal, you had a desire in mind, and you went for it. I feel like you did all your due diligence, you did the preparation, the accurate planification, and then you put in the effort. I also feel like this is also something that you've presented to your clients as well. If they ask you to find a solution for their problem, so I feel like you had to do a presentation for them at this time. Also, there's a sense of you needing to let things unfold as they should, because there was a sacrifice made in the past, and now you're not sure if it was actually worth it, or if that was the right decision, because you did follow your own instinct on this. Okay, even though you were pretty much responsible in doing your research, in doing your homework, because it's taking so long now with this sorry, with the two swords in reverse. You're not sure if something's coming along anymore. Okay, you're not sure if you're on the right path. Like, am I going against my own interests? I feel like there's a sense of confusion, like, because this is a new journey for you. Or even if it's not a new journey, it feels new because you've spent so many years doing things one way. Now you're going at it from a different perspective, from a you're using a whole different method. So now you're trying to figure out, am I doing the right thing here? Am I on the right path? And if so, how come I'm not seeing the result as of now? Am I, going against what I was meant to do in the first place? So you're kind of unraveling, or you're trying to figure out if you're still on the right path. And let me tell you that you are. Okay, so some of you are going to get a message, a sign, a confirmation that something is still on the way for you. But what's good in the future is that we have the Three of Pentacles. So for some of you, this might have already happened. The future could be now for some of you, and for others of you, could be within the days, weeks. So for some of you, the Three of Pentacles is there as a helper, assistance. So I feel like also some of you are going to meet someone, okay, are going to meet a potential romantic partner, and you're overthinking it at this time. Okay, maybe because you've been single for such a long time. Okay, and I think you feel nervous about dating again, or you feel nervous about this new step toward love, this new step toward a twosome journey, entering this twosome journey. And what you're gonna do, what's gonna happen is that you're gonna find out how much you have in common. Okay, and I feel like there's going to be a trip, okay, that's also going to show how much you do value your time with each other at this time. Okay, also I feel like you're also gonna realize that y'all be tripping about the wrong things. I feel like you're almost opposite on the things that bothers you as compared to the other person. So I feel like it's not a irreconcilable differences. It's just that you're, you know, finding out what you like and what you don't like about each other at this time. Okay? So let's get into the message that has been laid out for you. So the main message, or the heart of the matter, which can be also considered the advice is self-care. I prioritize my self-care and overall well-being as as a fundamental pillar of my journey towards success. I recognize that nurturing myself is essential for achieving my goals and living a fulfilling and balanced life, aligned with my highest potential. So, as you can see here, when we forget why we are on the journey altogether, or while we are on this path, it's easy for us to get discouraged, especially when we don't see the gift that we want, or we don't see the outcome, the result, the partnership, the assistance, the career, the job, the money, whatever that you want at this time, whatever would make you feel protected and safe. What's very important here is that you have to align with your highest potential. So maybe for some of you, again, going back to the preview message, it's possible that the reason why something has been taking so long is that there are other things that are taking space in your life. Like, you could be meant to be with someone else and there's a placeholder, unfortunately. Okay. um you could be wanting to have like um money a certain way, or you want to have a certain amount of money, but you're stuck doing the same thing that's giving you the same disappointing result. So there's a sense for you to be able to pamper yourself, in a sense that you do deserve pampering at this time. Okay, I feel like this is more of a Queen of Pentacle energy here, in the sense that she understands her worth, she understands her value. So aligning with your highest potential is your ultimate self-care at this time. Okay, so in the focus of this self-care, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so even if you take the body out of the situation, I feel like your mind is still thinking, is still trying to figure out and how to fix something. Okay, because the Wheel of Fortune, I just feel like it's almost like it looks like the clock, right? It looks like the hands of the clock that keeps on turning and keeps on turning. So I don't know if you're focusing on the fact that you're running out of time, right? Or you want things to be in a specific timeline, okay? But for others of you, I feel like it's about fine tuning a situation. Whenever you keep on putting the effort, whenever you keep on looking at yourself in the mirror and point out those lies and replace them with truth about yourself, about your strength, about again your highest potential, again about the growth. Because sometimes when we're only focusing on one aspect of a destination, so you want like a specific amount of money, you want a certain type of relationship, sometimes we can disregard the relationship that we have with the people that are already around you. Okay, that have been like, I feel like this is like almost like a parental relationship, siblings, your friends that have been growing for a while, and that has been, you know, that keeps on giving gifts, you know, gifts of love, gifts of partnership, gifts of teamwork, gifts of empathy, gifts of support altogether. So we seem to disregard what we already have for a seemingly out of touch situation. Okay, this could also be the relationship that you have with yourself. I feel like you know, sometimes self-care has to do with not always speaking at the water that's on the verge of boiling, right? Like, let's say you have to take care of your hair. Like, if you're following a treatment plan, then you're following the treatment plan to the letter. Okay, regardless of if, you don't want your hair to be hidden, you don't want your hair to be set up a certain way. The reason why you're following the treatment plan is to fix something, is to get to the end result. So sometimes the journey, I have to admit it, it's not all that exciting, okay? I mean, you can create the excitement yourself again, but right now we're kind of focusing on what we already have. And if you're focusing outside of yourself, or focusing on, overly focused on an another relationship outside of yourself, outside of the you and you, then you have to understand that I'm not saying that things are looking barren at this time, but things are still under development. I feel like the Wheel of Fortune and Seven of Pentacles, again, we have again that energy of the Knight of Pentacles. Things are coming, but there's something that's going on behind the scene. Also, like, you have to realize that maybe there's certain bridges that needs to be destroyed, cut at this time, so that you no longer see it reappearing in this reality. Okay, because you almost know what you're expecting from them. So why are they still in your purview? Why are they still in your uh review mi- mirror, right? Why do you still look at it? Why do you still, do you think something's gonna change as you're leaving the situation? Okay, so I feel like it's because some of you have put in a lot of effort and have put in a lot of time, and you feel like it's some bullshit in all reality. Okay, but at this time again, there's a sense of needing to focus on yourself. If there's any kind of fine tuning that needs to occur, it has to occur within you, because for some of you again, you've done all you could, and now the part that we love the most is the waiting game. So in the potential, because I do see the Ace of Wands here is being seen as a potential in the positive position, is that there is something new that's coming about. Okay, there's something new that's coming about, and for you Gemini, I feel like it might be around August. Okay, it might be around August, or I feel like there is a Leo that's going to enter your time at this time, and I feel like the way this Leo moves, okay, the way this Leo move, or any other fire sign, but I'm really feeling Leo. The way this Leo moves, I feel like this person shows you how to put yourself first, okay? This person is gonna show you how to put yourself first. Also, I feel like there's an additional um unexpected support that's coming to you at this time. Okay, it's something that you were not expected, but you're going to be very happy about what's going to come about. So either like you're so close, you're at the end, and you don't know that you're at the end of your waiting period, because the sun is, I mean, this is success on all its form, and it's feeling like the vitality of the universe, feeling like, the universe have my back, nothing can go wrong, everything is going great. So also I feel like it's expanding, is being able to see what can something be at this time. Okay, so the advice here is the Knight of Swords, and we like the Knight of Swords sometimes, and we hate the Knight of Swords sometimes. And the reason is that the Knight of Swords sometimes can put his foot in his mouth. Okay, so I feel like in a more playful sense, right? Let's say you're debating with a person, or let's say you're having like a game night. I feel like this is a person that likes to rush in, and but sometimes you wonder if they actually know what they're saying. Do you know what you're talking about or not? So I feel like with the Knight of Swords energy, this person is rushing in, wanting to let you know something. But while they do that, I feel like they kind of fucked up. Okay? Fucked up in a sense where they might have said too much. because I feel like this Knight of Swords is someone that likes to have what it's called varmint verbiage, right? Someone that talks a lot. So you're gonna have to pay attention to a person that you usually don't like to listen to, or you don't. It's not like you take them for granted. It's just that sometimes the things that are coming out of their mouth seems absolutely crazy and out of this world, and you cannot take the crazy at in a big quantity. Okay, but this time, okay, this specific time, this person have something to tell you, and you're gonna have to pay attention to the crazy thoughts that are coming out of this person's mouth, but they are going to have an appointed point, an important point that might make you see the light of the day, or that's gonna help you see things from a whole different perspective, because it's gonna rev you up here. It's gonna allow you to take action on something. Okay, so we see that there's a lot of night energy. So for some of you, this also could talk about a group, like a team where everybody has their own forte, and when they come together, they're unstoppable. So I feel like that here there's a sense of needing to let yourself know that you are unstoppable at this time. Regardless of if you believe it or not, I feel like the more you say it, the more you know, and the more it becomes true.